guys, and welcome to another upgrade video here on Rc Fun&Games. I'm Ryan, and today we're going to be installing the double barrel shocks from Injora on the rock van, guys. So I've already done the back of it because it's definitely quite a bit of work to get them to work, but nothing that drastic. But as you guys can see, look at how much more travel we've got. The front, yeah, and that's what it moves. As you guys can see, way more travel out of those back ones, guys. So we are going to show you how we got them fitted. So let's get the van open. Let's get this body off because we're going to need the space to be able to work on the front. So let's get stuck straight in, guys. I can do it with the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these off. Okay, let's remove the shock and the link. And let's get stuck in. So I'm going to have to remove the tire so I can access the shock. Guys, I am replacing every Phillips screw with a hex screw because I can't stand Phillips screws. So let's just get this off. Okay guys, you must save this little spacer because we're going to need it to put it back behind the other shock. Okay guys, once you've removed the original shock, you'll see that the travel on it is very, very little. Okay, even an SCX24 shock travels more than the original rock van shock. And of course, the double barrel shock travels at least 2 to 3 times what the other ones do. So, we are now, to get these fitted, guys, we are going to need to grab the pivot balls they come with. We are going to drill them out because they only got a 1.5mm hole, which are for those kind of screws what are there, guys. And we're going to be fitting which we took out, which is thicker. Okay, so we're going to be using these here. I've got a set to use. This one is too long. We're only going to be using about 1 centimeter, guys. But basically, you need to drill, for doing the job, you're going to need to drill 6 of these out for the front and 6 out for the back. Okay, we will be replacing the ball what's on here. We're going to remove this and we'll be putting one of these in, which can be quite difficult because the link is quite thick, but it is doable because I've done it on the back. Okay, guys? So let's get stuck in at doing this conversion. Okay guys, so we're going to need to take this and we're going to need to get that 1.5mm hole larger so that we can fit the 2mm screw. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper to put around it so we don't damage it. Nicely wrapped in that piece of paper. This is going to be very difficult to show you guys anything. But yeah, then I'm going to grab it with a pair of pliers, guys. Okay, guys, once you've got it held like that, then you're going to take your drill and you're going to drill it. Okay? Okay, once you've done that, this is what it should look like, guys. Okay. The reason we put paper is because you don't want to damage it, but there you are, guys. It's almost perfectly central, and you've only got to do that to basically 12 of them in total. Guys, when you're drilling this, make sure you're using some kind of eye protection because yesterday, pieces shot straight into my eye, as drilling brass is very brittle, so it likes to shoot little pieces. So just be very careful, make sure you use some kind of eye protection, guys. Okay? Now, got one drilled, I've got to drill the rest. I'm not going to bother boring you guys drilling them all on camera, but I'm going to drill the rest out and I'll be right back when I'm ready to assemble. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, now that we've got them all drilled out, I drilled a few extra just in case, but there you are. They're looking great. Now, we're going to start by assembling them. So, you already all know how to do that, I assume. It's not the most difficult things to do. Take the best looking ones I can and use them. Okay, so basically you have your O-ring, we all know. Slide it over the top. Slide it down to the bottom. Okay, that's your first one ready to go. Okay, guys? Now, you grab that link what's here. You're going to put it in from the back. You've got 2 sides. You've got a big, large, flat side, guys, and you've got the narrower side where you put the O-ring over. So you're going to put that side facing the back. So Okay, as you guys can hear, it actually clips in as well, so the ball is the right size. Now you take the next O-ring and you put it over the top. This is the piece that can be a little bit on the difficult side, guys, because the link is a little bit on the thick side. So let's, of course. So now we're ready to fit it back onto the van. So what we are going to need is, we need a little spacer as well, which do come with the actual shocks, guys, these little tiny spacers. And you're going to drill this out as well, 2 millimeters, okay? Be careful because these are very soft, so you can't squeeze them. So just be careful. Okay guys, to fit this now, you are going to need exactly a 2 centimeter hex driven screw. Okay, it's exactly 2 centimeters from the head to the bottom, okay guys? So now you're going to stick it through your shock. You're then going to put it through your link. And then you've got your little spacer. And now this bit might be a bit difficult to try and catch on camera, but I'm going to try my best. There you are, guys. As you can see, you got your movement, you got your pivot, and it should be fine. Now, we need to grab the little black spacer that we saved when we originally took off the shocks. Okay, guys, then you're gonna grab a 1.5 centimeter screw as well with a hex-driven head. You can use the original one that did come out of the car, but I really do think this is nicer. So now we have to put our screw through here, guys. Put our spacer on, guys. Okay, and now you can choose a shock position. Okay guys, I use the bottom front hole. You've got 6 holes. I've used the bottom front one, and I'm going to do exactly the same here, but I might actually go to the back one, not the front one. Okay, just like that. Now, just got to get it tightened up. Guys, never over tighten. And as you guys can see, there's our front one done, guys. As you can see, you're not getting the full travel yet because the other shock is holding us back. So let's get the other side done. Okay guys, now that I've got to the end of putting the shocks on and we've seen the articulation it's definitely improved hugely. Look at the droop on that. But by having this droop, if you guys pay attention, the steering turns. If you push it up, the steering goes straight. Can you guys see that? So, just having a look underneath here, and basically the servo arm is got the ball on top. We're gonna have to take that and turn it around and face it downwards so that we can get a better angle on the steering arm. So let's quickly get onto that because that's the last thing we've got to do for this conversion with the shocks. Okay guys, as you can see, it stopped that problem now. You can put the steering straight and it stays straight even when it's out. It has a minute turn when you push it right in, but it's nothing like it was, okay guys? It's 100 times better. So that was the last thing we had to do the conversion of the double barrel shocks from the SCX24 on the rock van, guys. And as you guys can see, there's a humongous amount of droop now, so way more articulation than it had. We definitely got some seriously cool articulation. Let's just check. Okay guys, and as you can see, we went from having 1 tire and a bit to having 3 tires just by changing to these shocks. And because they got softer springs and everything, with the weight of the van, it actually articulates really nicely. Once we fit the rims and some brass rings inside the rims, then I do believe the suspension will work even better because it'll have some weight down at the bottom. But you know what guys, it's turned out really well, and I hope this video helps you guys also get your double barrel shocks fitted to your van. And if it does and it was helpful, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe guys. And if you don't want to miss what's coming next, please smash that bell. It really helps my small channel out guys. All I can say now is thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all on the next one.